Hello and welcome back to Brainzone, the channel of awesome facts where you can learn something new every day. Humans have been battling viruses since even before our species had even evolved into its modern form. For some viral diseases, vaccines and antiviral drugs have allowed us to keep infections from spreading widely and have helped sick people recover. But we're a long way from winning the fight against viruses. Currently, we are fighting against coronavirus. In recent decades, several viruses have jumped out from animals to humans and triggered sizable outbreaks, claiming thousands of lives. The viral strain that drove the 2014 to 2016 Ebola outbreak in West Africa kills up to 90% of the people it infects, making it the most lethal member of the Ebola family. But there are some other viruses out there that are equally deadly, and some that are even deadlier. Some viruses, including the coronavirus, currently driving outbreaks around the globe, have lower fatality rates, but still pose a serious threat to public health as we don't know the means to combat them. Today we will be discussing the top 5 deadliest viruses you can get right now. Today we have some interesting content for you, but make sure you're subscribed to our channel for more content like this in the future. And don't forget to click that bell icon to stay updated of when we post next. Let's begin with the top 5 deadliest viruses you can get right now. Number 1. COVID-19. COVID-19 belongs to the same large family of viruses as SARS-CoV, known as coronaviruses, and was first identified in December 2019 in the Chinese city of Wuhan. The virus likely originated from bats, like SARS-CoV, and passed through an intermediate animal before infecting people. Since its appearance, the virus has infected tens of thousands of people in China and thousands of others worldwide. The ongoing outbreak prompted an extensive quarantine of Wuhan and nearby cities, restrictions on travel to and from affected countries, and a worldwide effort to develop diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines. COVID-19 has an estimated mortality rate of about 2.3%. People who are older or have underlying health conditions seem to be the most at risk of having severe disease or complications. Common symptoms include fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, and the disease can progress to pneumonia in severe cases. As of March 6, the coronavirus disease, or COVID-19, has been confirmed in 167,515 individuals and caused 6,606 deaths around the globe, according to the World Health Organization. Most of these, more than 81,000 cases and 3,200 deaths, occurred in China. But the virus that causes COVID-19, known as SARS-CoV-2, is rapidly spreading around the globe, and WHO considers the global risk assessment level as very high. This is a huge pandemic that started in 2019 and even in 2021 is still here, and no one really knows when it is going to completely come to an end. Number 2. HIV. HIV is one of the deadliest viruses. In the modern world, the deadliest virus of all may be HIV. It is still the one that is the biggest killer, says Dr. Amesh Adalja, an infectious disease physician and spokesman for the Infectious Disease Society of America. An estimated 32 million people have died from HIV since the disease was first recognized in the early 1980s. The infectious disease that takes the biggest toll on mankind right now is HIV, Adalja said. Powerful antiviral drugs have made it possible for people to live for years with HIV. But the disease continues to devastate many low and middle income countries, where 95% of new HIV infections occur. Nearly 1 in every 25 adults within the World Health Organization Africa region is HIV positive, accounting for more than 2/3 of the people living with HIV worldwide. Number 3. Rotavirus. Rotavirus is a very contagious virus that causes diarrhea. It is the most common cause of diarrhea in infants and children worldwide. 2 vaccines are now available to protect children from rotavirus. The virus can spread rapidly through what researchers call the fecal-oral route, meaning small particles of feces that end up being consumed. Although children in the developed world rarely die from rotavirus infection, the disease is a killer in the developing world, where rehydration treatments are not widely available. The World Health Organization estimates that worldwide 453,000 children younger than the age of 5 died from rotavirus infection in 2008. But countries that have introduced the vaccine have reported sharp declines in rotavirus hospitalizations and deaths. Number 4. SARS. The virus that causes several acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, first appeared in 2002 in the Guangdong province of southern China, according to the World Health Organization. Initially, the virus likely emerged from bats, then hopped into nocturnal mammals called civets before finally infecting humans. After triggering an outbreak in China, SARS spread to 26 countries around the world, infecting more than 8,000 people and killing more than 770 over 2 years. The disease causes fever, chills, and body aches, and often progresses to pneumonia, a severe condition in which the lungs become inflated and fill with pus. SARS has an estimated mortality rate of 9.6%, and as of yet, has no approved treatment or vaccine. However, no new cases of SARS have been reported since the early 2000s, according to the CDC, and is still existing. Number 5. Hantavirus. Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, HPS, has gained wide attention in the US in 1993 when a healthy, young Navajo man and his fiancée living in the Four Corners area of the United States died within days of developing shortness of breath. A few months later, health authorities isolated hantavirus from a deer mouse living in the home of one of the infected people. More than 600 people in the US have now contracted HPS, and 36% have died from the disease, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The virus has not transmitted from one person to another. Rather, people contract the disease from exposure to the droppings of infected mice. Previously, a different hantavirus caused an outbreak in the early 1950s during the Korean War, according to a 2010 paper in the journal Clinic Microbiology Reviews. More than 3,000 troops became infected, and about 12% of them died. While the virus was new to the Western medicine and it was discovered in the US, researchers realized later that Navajo medical traditions describe a similar sickness and link the disease to mice. People are fighting against this virus still now, and many people get infected from this virus annually. So these were our top 5 deadliest viruses you can catch right now. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can join the Brainzone squad and be a part of our channel. Thanks for watching.